Okay, this is the situation at the end of January 1915. The Western Front is fairly static. Well, it is static positionally, but there is quite a bit of fighting going on and off. The British have launched a few offensives, and so have the French, but they've not managed to capture any ground at all. Mainly the fighting's up north in this area, Flanders, Artois, etc. Yeah, Somme River Valley. It's where the terrain is really favourable. Even when it's entrenched, that is really favourable terrain for attacking on. As the front goes a bit further south, you basically the terrain's getting a lot more unfavourable for attacking, and this area has been static and quiet. Very occasionally units are bled off to the north. Decent units go and rubbishy units come in. Over here we've got the Italian front, which of course is peace. Italy is actually still neutral at this stage, so you just got a watchful sort of peace between Italy and Austria. Over to the Eastern Front, Germany, First Army, they've not really been moved at all. There's been no attempt to try and get the Russians out of East Prussia. In terms of around Warsaw, again, the Germans have been chewing away, nibbling at the front occasionally, but they've not really achieved much. Just generating casualties, really. The front in Galicia and southern Poland has moved quite a lot. The Russians have been gradually giving way because the Germans and Austrians are sort of pushing at them. The original attempt, the German plan was to actually come and envelop Warsaw from the south, but it's not really worked because we found that you've got the Vistula River area here, which is really difficult to try and cross a major river like that. And I found that the Germans and Austrian offensives, they're slipping away to the southeast. We're not really making much progress in a northward direction. So they might have to reconsider how they do this, but this area here has got to be fairly crucial. But you've got this marsh here that isn't going to make things easy. I don't know, but they're still tinkering. The idea is to take Warsaw from the south if they can. Over on the Serbian front, the Serbians, Montenegrin allies have basically, the front's collapsed. They run out of strength, and the Austrian units have found themselves adjacent to Nis, which is here, which means the Bulgarian army can come into the war. So as you see here, war's spread. You've got the Bulgarian First Army up here, Bulgarian Second Army here. They will intervene in Serbia. Third Army's mainly deployed against the Romanian border, which is inactive at the moment. You've seen that there's a load of extra Serbian units appeared as soon as Bulgarian is going to become active. You've got all these Serbian small regimental units that are defending the borders. They've appeared on the map. In Anatolia, the Dardanelles, and Istanbul area is very quiet. Nothing's going on. Sort of watchful. The Allied Mediterranean Expeditionary Force is still on Lemnos doing nothing. If we look at the Sinai front. Basically, it's quiet because neither side's got enough units to really achieve anything. So it's just sort of like a stalemate at the moment. Same in the Caucasus. Both sides are very evenly matched. There's very little supply, and the terrain is really, really poor for attacking. Mesopotamia, the British are sort of marching up towards Kut, but the Turkish forces there are quite fairly strong. There's not going to be a pushover. Really, the Allies are coming up here without extending the. They should really try and capture and extend this railroad. They shouldn't be. Historically, this attack against Kut here was a disaster. And it probably will be a disaster here as well if I'm not careful.